And we're dreaming. What's going on, guys? Mattherus here with a showdown battle. This is versus RexAngel. He is a YouTuber. Feel free to check his channel out. I'll put it in the description down below. If you want, you can go check him out. He is part of the Alpha Battle Club, which is something that Vivi Gaming actually just started up. He is the commissioner of the league. It is just going to be a showdown league. I'm not sure what team he is the coach of, but he is a coach of the team. And he is the guy that drafted Miltank round 1. And I was going to save Miltank for my NU pick, but he sniped it from me. At least I think he's the one who did. But I'm probably just thinking that because Miltank's right there. But he's got a crazy team. He's got a jump left, which is interesting. I am just going to go ahead and lead with... What's this? I don't know. Oh, they sent me a new challenge. I don't know what's going on. Which one? Is it just going to be the same? Well, I'll lead with my Thundercat. Thundercat outspeeds everything bar the Jolteon. Maybe that's why I shouldn't lead with it then. Yeah, the Jolteon outspeeds the entire team. I'm just going to lead Thundercat anyway. I feel like he's going to lead Sableye. I could be wrong. I'm just going to play this one unless he says otherwise. I was talking to him before. He does use like these kind of teams in Anything Goes, which is probably why he just challenged me to an Anything Goes. I don't really. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it's the first time I had face cam in a little while. Main reason being that face cam doesn't always line up with my audio, and I may be saying this right now, and I may have already taken out the face cam in the editing afterwards. So if you can still see my face, then you know it worked. But if not, then you know it didn't work. So. But if you can see my surroundings, you probably notice that they're different from my usual surroundings. That's because I did move away from my old apartment, and I'm back home. Alright, I'm going to accept this battle instead. Yes, he's the same team. I'm just going to immediately leave Thundercat. And hopefully, I don't know, maybe we'll just do 2 of the exact same battles at the exact same time. One of them is on a city street, one of them is in a volcano. This one seems a little more drastic, this one seems more doable. Okay, so it looks like we're going to do that one. I'll just forfeit on this one. Alright, he does go off with his Kingdra, interestingly enough. I'm just going to Volt Switch, which does a nice amount of damage, and I'm just going to go straight into my Gardevoir. Because if he does go for the Dragon type move or something, then I can take that. I can also take an Ice Beam fairly well. I could have just stayed in, and actually too. So Hyper Voice actually ruins his team, so I'm just going to click that as I Mega Evolve my beastly beauty here. I'm able to outspeed this thing and completely destroy it. It doesn't really have a switch in. Could be running a Mega Sableye or something. Could also be a Mega Slowbro. He might not even have a Mega. I don't know. But we'll see what he does now. Goes into the Jolteon. That is a thing that can outspeed me. But I have a pretty safe switch from that into my my Thundercat. It is an Assault Vest Raikou, so it can really take any hit. The only thing is it can't retaliate with electric moves, and it can't outspeed this thing either. So let's see what he goes for. Does go for the Volt Switch. Look at that. Is that damage? He took almost as much damage as we did. But let's see. He doesn't really have anything to go into. He could go Miltank or Sableye. Those are the only ones really. He does go Sableye. He could totally just Will-O-Wisp or something, but I'm just going to Volt Switch. Not really fearing anything from this behemoth. It is the Mega Sableye. Okay, it does get the Fake Out. But it does lose its Prankster ability there, so I will be able to just go for a Volt Switch. I don't really know what this thing's going to do to me. I am just going to Volt Switch, as that does a solid amount. And go Rip Torn. As he does go for the knockoff. Wow, that is really powerful. Do I want to try to land a hurricane here? Do I trust that Rip Torn can land this hurricane? Do I need Rip Torn? Not really. What could I even go into? Not really anything. I'm just going to go for it. He goes for the Shadow Sneak. As I'm able to hit him with a hurricane. Okay, Shadow Sneak did not do enough to 2-hit KO, so if I can just... Actually, I don't even need to risk going for another hurricane. I could probably just go for a knockoff. Or Heat Wave. Probably Heat Wave would be best. Yeah, it is able to finish off the Sableye. And I can still try to U-turn out on anything but the Jolteon and get my Regenerator. But if the Jolteon does come out, I'd probably just go right into my Raikou. Yeah, there it is. Definitely going Raikou, so I save a switch. I get Regenerator with my Tornadus, and I have the Soul Vest on my Raikou, so it's really just my best play to do. So just go for the Hidden Power. I'm assuming that's Ice. I'm just going to go Shadow Ball if he does decide to stay in. He does go for the Thunderbolt. And we're able to do a solid amount of damage with that. Not a 2-hit KO unless we get a better roll. And I don't really have anybody that wants to switch in on this thing, so I'm just going to keep going for it. If he does take me out, which he doesn't, I could have come in with one of my priority users and finished him off. So that's how that works. And this thing kind of puts in a lot of work against his remaining Pokemon. I'll probably get off a Thunderbolt on this thing, definitely. If I do outspeed. Oh, I could go for Hidden Power Ice, actually. Oh, whatever. Oh, wow, that did 0. I should have definitely gone for Hidden Power Ice. But he does go for the Swords Dance. I don't believe this thing gets any like Sucker Punch or anything. Slash Learn. Jump. Luff. Sucker Punch. I feel like it could. Okay, it can't. So I'll just go for the Hidden Power that time. Okay, yeah, I should have done that from the beginning. I completely forgot that Grass does resist Electric. And I thought I was going to be super effective anyway. So that was my fault. As this thing is going to come out now, and I can just click Thunderbolt on this thing. I don't think it can live unless he's running special defense investment. As it is able to live, and he's able to eliminate my Raikou as he reveals the Life Orb. Interesting. I love Life Orb. Slow Bro. My bad. Let's see. If I go into Scizor, I can U-turn into my Breloom, and that should put him in a good position for his Miltank. I can just either go for a Swords Dance, maybe just click Drain Punch, but see how I'm feeling once I get in there. As Mrs. Nipples is going to come out. The question is, do I want to be flashy or do I want to go for damage? Miltank is a threat. I really should not underestimate it. It does outspeed, I think. Actually, I don't think it outspeeds Mega Gardevoir. I think Mega Gardevoir has higher than base 100 speed. Oh, it is actually speed ties with Mega Gardevoir. Does outspeed my Portobello, actually. But does not outspeed, obviously outspeeds Scizor, but does not outspeed Tornadus or Gingerbread. So I think my best play probably... Okay, he's not running speed, never mind. He goes for the Earthquake. It is resisted. It does reveal the leftovers and everything, so that is going to be the game, as I can just finish off this thing with a Mach Punch. That's crazy that Miltank's base speed is the same as Mega Gardevoir's. It's like something that people just don't even realize. Like, you look at Miltank, you don't expect it to be that fast, but it is. Like, here, let me put up the data just so you know. I'm not lying. Miltank. Yeah, see? Base 100. Base 100. What's this? Alright, he's gonna use his next, but his real team next, okay. GG. So looks like we'll get another battle here. Unfortunately, replays are down, so I'm just gonna have to let this one go, but we will have the recording of it, so like, psh, what's the big deal? Alright, so I will challenge him then to a Anything Goes. Where is Anything Goes? Oh, it's up here. Let's bring a different team. Oh crap. What are my OU teams? Nope, that's RU. I don't want to bring the Bacon Saints. Those are for special episodes only. Oh boy. I don't want to bring that team right now. Fine. Here we go. I should have just been using this the whole time. Let's bring Low Pony. Oh my god, I have too many teams. I need to wipe these. Where's the Low Pony Hyper Offense? Yeah, let's try that one. There we go. Oh, interesting. Very under-tiered team. Very under-tiered team. He's got an Arbok, he's got a Rhyperior, Absol, Snorlax, X-Cloud. Pretty crazy team, honestly. Mega Lopunny puts in a lot of work if only it had Ice Punch. Once I just get rid of these two on the side here, and maybe weaken the Rhyperior just a little bit, I should be able to just crush him. That's going to be my game plan. So how do I go about weakening these two? Does Manaphy? No. Garchomp does outspeed. Bisharp gets Sucker Punch, Gengar outspeeds, so actually like I think my entire team actually outspeeds both of these Pokemon. That's actually crazy. It's such a powerful team. As he does lead with Shady, the Rhyperior. I'm just gonna go for my rocks, get some damage off on the Dragonite, and as well as damage on the rest of his team as well. I have a feeling that he's not going to go for rocks. He seems like the type of player that doesn't bother with stealth rocks. That could be just me. Yeah, he does go right for the Ice Punch, so he's going to be taking some damage. And I'm just going to go for EQ. It might even KO this thing, because Garchomp is a threat, but it does not. It is able to live, and it gets his weakness policy boost. Holy moly. As he decides to go for Stealth Rocks there, so unfortunately without the speed boost, he's not going to be able to outspeed and live this next hit. So I am going to be able to take him out with an Earthquake right now. Unfortunately for him. I guess he predicted the switch there. But I'm a Garchomp. I'm not afraid. As we're able to take out this threat. Thankfully it did not get to put in any work with the weakness policy. That would have been really scary. But I guess because all my Pokemon outspeed it, it wasn't that scary, but still. Yeah, I could have just gone immediately out into Manaphy after he took out my Garchomp and finished him off with a Scald. So we were alright, And now, just so he doesn't Dragon Dance or something, I'm just gonna hit Dragon Tail. As he does just go right for the extreme speed, so fortunately he does take all that rough skin Rocky Helmet damage. And what I can do is go into, I don't know, I don't have any ice type moves. I think I'll go Torn. I think it's because I'm not going to take much. I don't like his best move for me is like his Dragon type move or something. So I'm just going to go for a knockoff. What if there's like a weakness policy themed team? That'd be crazy. Alright, anyway, he goes into the X-Splad, so we'll be able to knock off this thing's item to get rid of its Life Orb. That's cool. Do I go for the Focus Blast? Yeah, this thing is a threat, and we don't mess around with threats. Ah, we do miss it, unfortunately, as he does get the Boom Burst, but we're able to live it. So what I think I'll do here is actually go for a U-turn, just to hold on to my Tornadus for a little bit longer, because it could definitely be useful against different members of his team. And I'll go into my Bisharp. Should be able to take a hit, because it is resisted. As he actually goes for the Surf. I don't know why. Maybe he's not Scrappy, and he was predicting the Gengar. But I'm just going to go for an Iron Head. I think Sucker Punch is my better play. Yeah, it is able to take him out. So he could, I'm actually not too sure about X-Cloud's speed. I think it's pretty slow, but like, is it slower than Bisharp? It is 2 base points slower than Bisharp, and I believe this is a Jolly Bisharp too. Alright, this thing comes out. This thing is kind of a threat. Let's just go for an Iron Head. It's probably Mega. I could go for a Swords Dance, could go for a Flamethrower. He goes for the Play Rough, and we were able to live it and hit him with an Iron Head, which is a hell of a lot, as we can go for a Sucker Punch and maybe KO. Maybe. He goes for his own Sucker Punch. Not bad. That is kind of a threat, but you know I have low punny, so I'm not even scared. If he switches out, he dies to Rocks, and if he stays in, he dies to Fake Out. So I could hold on to my low punny for the Snorlax. High Jump Kick will damage that thing. If not, KO it, bring it to a point where it will go down to something else very easily. So now the only thing that I'm worried about is maybe the Dragonite. If it starts to Dragon Dance, maybe the Arbok if it coils or something. He does go Dragonite here. I know I can take an Extreme Speed. So I'm just going to go for the attack and finish off the Dragonite, which is nice. Don't have to worry about that thing Dragon Dancing up or anything. If he does go Arbok here, I'll probably save my Lopunny for the Snorlax, but since he doesn't, I am just going to go for the High Jump Kick. Hopefully I land it. Hopefully I land it. I do land it, as down goes the Snorlax. And now he comes down to his Arbok, and I think I'll just go for a Return just for damage, and then maybe come out to Manaphy and try to finish it off. His Arbok comes out. Does it have Intimidate? It does have Intimidate. So I think I'll just go for a Return anyway. I don't really need my Lopunny anymore. And I'm not even sure that Arbok could finish me off with one hit. Maybe a Gunk Shot. We'll see what happens. I don't really need my Lopunny at this point. Its Fighting type stab is not effective against this thing. And I still have Gengar, Tornadus, and Manaphy in the back. So he does decide to go for a Coil. Maybe he'll be able to live a Return with the defense boost. But it's not looking good. We'll see what happens. If I had switched there, that would have been a good play. He does go for the Sucker Punch, gets a crit, but it's still not enough, as he does live one more Return. But unfortunately, that is going to be game, because I will be able to outspeed him and finish him off with another Return, and that's GG, my man. So guys, that may be it for this episode. It's not really an episode or anything, but for this battle session with RexAngel. So guys, make sure to go check out his channel. He's got some good videos on there. I haven't really checked it out that much myself, but feel free to go check him out. Check him out on Twitter as well. Keep up with the Alpha Battle Club. We are currently in the middle of our draft. We've gone a turn or two in the draft so far. Well, really, we've drafted our Megas, and some people have drafted their first pick, but we're definitely going to keep going with that. It'll be a Showdown league, so we will be posting battles per week, which is really cool. Other than that, guys, keep dreaming. I'll see you next time, and peace out.